Gamer Hushu here, back for another video. First of all, turn that off. The air blowing into the microphone. It's not gonna make this sound alright. Very good. I just felt like I needed to make a video and kind of talk about some politics, I suppose. I mean, as you'll see in the title of this video, I want to talk about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who, if you've paid any attention to recent politics, especially since this past November, you'll know a little bit about her. She's very, to say it the nicest way, she's a very radical person. She's a very radical socialist Democrat. People criticized Bernie Sanders for oh yeah, we should do socialist programs. How are we going to pay for that, Bernie? It's I'm not sure. Ocasio-Cortez is worse, so much worse. It's alright, we're going to do this. We're going to rebuild almost every single building in the entire United States to be more green efficient. We're going to do this, we're going to do that, blah, blah, blah. And it's how are you going to pay for that? Tax breaks. That's not how those work. Tax breaks decrease the government income, not increase. There's this whole shebang with her just straight up not understanding economics, as well as just not understanding realism, and the fact that if you were to really want to try to rebuild every single building in the entire United States, it would take a lot longer than 10 years, unless, you get every single American who can work on building to build things. Which isn't going to happen because it's not like you could pay those Americans anyway. But anyway, the whole thing is she really doesn't know what she's doing. But within the last week or so, it started to become uncovered that she is a very dirty politician. For a 29-year-old former bartender who knows almost nothing about economics, she sure has been involved in some interesting finagling of campaign finances. She's paying her boyfriend just to give him money, it would seem. She wasn't disclosing the things she was supposed to do. She working with her chief of staff, set up shell corporations so that they could essentially receive and use more donated money than is allowed for a campaign. It's this whole shebang, but essentially I don't know, I struggle how to properly state this, but essentially, what are we doing? Because moving forward, I don't know that anything's going to happen to Ocasio-Cortez. She needs to be under FBI investigation, it would seem. The trouble is, the FBI is still working on their, what are we going on, almost 2.5 years of investigating Donald Trump, and we haven't found anything. I'm sure that Donald Trump has done some dirty stuff. He's probably a bit of a dirty politician, but at the very least, he knows how to cover his butt. I don't know. We have yet to find proof of him doing anything wrong. Ocasio-Cortez, on the other hand, with as terribly screwed up as our journalism system is, we've still found a bunch of crap on her. Easily. What is going on? So essentially, Well, we got all these celebrities like, oh, impeach Trump, impeach Trump. Ocasio-Cortez probably needs to be impeached. She needs to be forced, I don't know. I forget what the exact terminology is, but I think it's impeach. I don't know. It's this whole weird shebang where there's a double standard. Because she's a Democrat, even though she, hates all the Democrats, she, is against every politician we have, even though she's as bad as any of them. Because she's a Democrat, because she's a liberal, suddenly she's not worth properly investigating. If Hillary Clinton had won the presidency, she would have been impeached, right? I would think so, because we found that she cheated the election. And because she didn't win, no one cared. But as far as I understand it, and I may be wrong, she cheated the election. It's proved that she broke things so Bernie Sanders couldn't beat her. And all sorts of random crap. But nobody cares because she didn't become the president. She's still corrupt. We have a lot of corrupt politicians. And it's just funny to me that I get that, oh, he's the president. We need to thoroughly investigate. But 2.5 years and you've got nothing. Sure, you've taken down a couple other people surrounding him because, what's his bucket? All these other people are corrupt too around him. Can we move on? It's still weird to me that nothing ever happened to Hillary Clinton because we found the whole email deleting thing. We found her cheating that election. And we've done nothing. Nothing's happened. Nothing's happened to her. She's still sitting there sassing everybody. Oh, if I'd made president, I'd have done this. No, you would literally be in jail. Hillary Clinton. I'm pretty sure. It was the funniest thing to me that there were anti-Hillary Clinton posters during the 2016 election that just said, Hillary for jail 2016. But my point being, who actually likes Ocasio-Cortez? I'm trying to figure that out because I've talked to a ton of people. I've watched a whole bunch of different viewpoints, and I've yet to actually see somebody who thinks she's a decent politician. She has no idea what she's doing. I could probably do a better job because I know almost nothing about politics. So I'd be like, so how does this work? And I'd actually ask people. I wouldn't literally stab my own political party in the back. Not that I have a political party. But she's stabbing Nancy Pelosi in the back every day. And we're all fine with this? I just feel like she needs to go. And maybe I misunderstand a lot of stuff. But as far as I understand, she's a dirty politician. She's been caught in the act. Somehow she's still super popular. She literally is the leftist Donald Trump. And I watched Tim Pool, and he says that, and I'm like, yeah, kind of, because she gets about as much press. She's almost getting more press than Trump now. In fact, I haven't seen a major Trump story in a couple days, but I've seen 5 Cortez ones. I don't know. I realize it's super political, whatever the crap. I still think most political parties shouldn't be a thing because, at least not the way they are. Just because someone's a Democrat doesn't mean their opinions are anything like yours or that their opinions are good. Just because someone's a Republican doesn't mean they're bad. And that's the viewpoint I end up sitting in because I live around a ton of liberal people. That is whatever. I'm not like stinking liberals or whatever the crap. I mean, I'm pretty moderate. So I think both are kind of screwy. But blind loyalty to either party is terrible. No politician... What was it? The other day, bring up Ocasio-Cortez again. The other day she was like sort of threatening certain Democrats because they voted something different than what she liked. It was like, now the entire Democratic Party has to vote with you. Vote on your side. Why'd you make us do this? And I'm like, you're never forced to vote. You shouldn't be forced one way or the other. What was it? It was literally a law upping gun control, saying, essentially saying, if an illegal immigrant comes into a gun shop, tries to buy a gun, fails their background check, the government is allowed to call ICE. They're allowed to call the ICE agency to come get the illegal immigrant. Because they're a criminal. If you're an illegal immigrant, you are literally a felon. So, you're supposed to go to jail or get fined or something. Unless we're going to abolish our borders and all that immigration... Well, not abolish the borders, but like reform all our immigration to just anyone who wants to walk in, walks in. Illegal immigrants are felons. We just have to run with that. And so... Democrats voted for more gun control, better gun control. And other Democrats are like, why did you do that? Now we have to vote with you, otherwise we look like a stupid party. Your party is stupid if you have to vote with each other all the time. It's not supposed to be... I'm just on my political rant here. It's not supposed to be all Republicans vote one way and all Democrats vote the other. That's how nothing gets done. You can be in a political party, I don't care. But think for yourself and vote for yourself. If you're in Congress, you're literally getting paid to read these laws, read these little movements, read these executive orders, and choose to agree or disagree with them. If you're not doing that, why are you in Congress? You took on a job, and then you won't do the job. If you're a senator, and even if you're not on a committee for whatever bill, you're still supposed to look into it and be like, what is this bill? Do I agree? What do my constituents think? Possibly as well, as part of it. What do I think, not what does the party think? And then you vote the way you want. Now, if you want the coalition of generally, Republicans are for leave our guns alone or whatever, that's fine. You could start from that state. But then you think, okay, is it worth... That's the thing, is Republicans voted for this gun control bill because they agreed with it, with some of it. And I feel like the conservatives are a little bit more willing to actually think about things themselves, because you got this whole swamp of Republicans voted for this gun control bill because it helped build up our immigration barriers. And it let, average citizens, like, with stores that own guns, call ICE and be like, we have an illegal immigrant here. Come get them. Because that's how it's supposed to work. If you have a guy sitting there who's confessed to murder, you call the police. If you have an illegal immigrant, you call ICE, because ICE is the police force essentially, for illegal immigration. They deal with those so the normal police don't have to. They deal with those because they own the trucks to drive all the illegal immigrants in Arizona back over the border and deport people. Do you see how that works? And I think it's so dumb. If ICE is corrupt, fix it. Don't get rid of it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just wrong on all my political opinions, but that's the way I end up feeling. Let me know what you think. This is a longer video. Well, those are all my problems with the government and everything I keep hearing. Hooray! Alright, Gamer Who Shoot out.